Hey everybody, it's Kim from Mo Scrap, and I got some more information for you about the new Christmas Cards Cricut cartridge. I have to say that very slow. And I've made all the cards, and I'm going to review them with you. So you've already seen this one in one of my previous videos, so I'm not going to talk about that. That's already been explained. This is card number 2. And I did the same thing. I cut it at 5, so it would go in the envelope at 5 1/4. That is the largest envelope it will cut for the square shaped card. So the envelope is 5 1/4. The card itself is 5. The mat, which you will find on this top row, these are all the mats going across the top, was cut at 4 3/4 so I could have this border, and then I went back up to 5 to cut these layers, which for card number 2 you just go straight down. There's your card base, which is 5, your mat, which is 4 3/4, and then back to 5 for all these 3 layers right here. And that's what I got. I added some lime green stickles right there and for his little nose, just to bling it up a little bit. And these are pretty plain because I was going so fast. I know when I make them in the future, I'll pull out my ribbons and buttons and bling and all that stuff, but I was really concentrating on figuring out this cartridge, so these cards won't be too blingy or anything. So that's card number 2. This is card number 3. Again, the card itself is cut at 5. The mat was cut at 4 3/4. And then I went back to 5 to cut Happy Holidays and this layer, and all the little white pieces are these dots right here. And then on those white dots I put some crystal stickles. So that's number 3. This is card number 4. Again, the base at 5. The mat I kept at 5 because it's an odd shape. It doesn't mask the card shape. So I just kept it at 5. There's no reason not to. This and this, I added some blingy right there. I mean some stickles. But when you get to the snowman body and the snowflakes are one layer, the snowman hat and scarf are another, and then the snowman himself, like the whole piece of the snowman, is this button. So I cut this at 5, cut this at 5, and cut this at 5, so I could layer his body, his hat, his scarf on this piece. But the sentiment, let it snow, cut at 5, was horrible. It's so small. The font is all, it's not a good font to be cut that small. And it was just giving me a real pain. So I cheated. And I cut Let It Snow. I cut that layer feature right here again at 6. Discarded the pieces I didn't need and put Let It Snow. That's cut at 6. So if you cut that layer at 5, you're not going to get this sentiment that big. You have to cut it at 6, get rid of the pieces you don't want, and just use this. So that's how I cheated on that one. So I wouldn't have to deal with those little pieces and the little rough edges and all that business. Like I said, I added some crystal stickles right there. And that's that card. When I got finished with this card, that's when a flash of lightning from above hit me, and I had this awesome realization. Because like I was saying with the other ones, to get this shadow effect, where the mat is on there, I was having to cut the mat a 1/4 inch smaller so I could have that border, that different color. Because if you cut it at the same size as the card, it matches up perfectly and you do not see it at all. And all of a sudden I realized they did that so you could use a white base, and then whatever color you wanted the front of your card, you could just stick it on there, have your color, open it up, and it be white on the inside for you to write on. Duh. That's what it's got to be. I mean, I can't come up with any other reason. So, if I would have thought it through in the beginning, I would, another option, if you don't want this border, cut the card shape, which is down here, in white, then choose your colors, and cut up here at the same size, and that will provide your colors on the base of your card that's white, and when you open it up, you'll have a white card to write on. So I hope that makes sense. All of a sudden it just dawned on me and I was like, I've been changing all these measurements for nothing. But I did get a nice, border effect, and we all use color cardstock for the inside of cards, so I guess it was no harm, no foul. So that is cards 1 through 4. 1 being this one that you've already seen the video on. Number 2 here. Number 3 here. And number 4. So in the interest of time, I'm gonna save these for another video, and I will see you again shortly. Hope this is helping you guys. Leave a comment and let me know if you have any questions or anything. Bye.